The cow is one of the most important animals in human history, a creature that has shaped agriculture, culture, and civilization in countless ways. When people think of cows, they often imagine peaceful animals grazing in green fields, providing milk, meat, and leather. But the story of the cow goes far deeper, stretching back thousands of years into the origins of human settlement and farming. The domestication of the cow was one of the turning points of civilization, allowing humans to create stable food supplies, develop trade, and build the foundations of societies that still endure today. The ancestors of modern cattle were powerful wild animals known as aurochs. Aurochs were massive creatures, much larger than modern cows, with long curved horns and strong muscular bodies. They roamed across Europe, Asia, and North Africa for thousands of years, and humans first hunted them for food. Over time, humans realized that these animals could be tamed and bred for practical purposes. The domestication of the aurochs likely began around 10,000 years ago in regions of the Near East and South Asia, during the Neolithic Revolution, when humans shifted from hunting and gathering to farming and herding. This change was revolutionary because it provided people with a steady source of food, clothing, and labor. Domesticated cattle spread quickly across ancient civilizations. In Mesopotamia, cattle were used to plow fields and pull carts, helping early farmers produce surplus crops that supported the growth of cities. In ancient Egypt, cows were symbols of fertility and abundance, connected to the goddess Hathor, often depicted with the horns of a cow. In India, cattle became deeply ingrained in religion and culture, valued not only as sources of milk, but also as sacred beings connected to life and prosperity. The cultural and spiritual connection to cows in India remains strong even today, with cows considered holy animals in Hindu tradition. The biology of the cow reveals why it became such an essential companion to humans. Cows are ruminants, meaning they have a specialized digestive system with 4 compartments: the rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. This unique system allows them to break down tough plant fibers, turning grass and other vegetation into energy and protein. Through a process called rumination, cows regurgitate partially digested food, chew it again, and swallow it once more to extract maximum nutrition. This remarkable ability allows cows to thrive on grasses that many other animals cannot digest efficiently, making them perfect for converting natural vegetation into food for humans in the form of milk and meat. Milk from cows became one of the most important foods in human diets. Cow's milk is rich in protein, calcium, and vitamins, and over time, humans learned to transform milk into butter, cheese, yogurt, and countless other dairy products. Archaeological evidence shows that humans were making cheese as far back as 7,000 years ago, and dairy farming became a cornerstone of many societies. In parts of Europe, the ability to digest lactose into adulthood spread through populations, creating a genetic adaptation linked directly to the domestication of cows. This adaptation meant that milk could become a lifelong food source, strengthening the bond between humans and cattle even further. Beyond milk, cows also provided meat, hides, and labor. In many regions, oxen, which are trained cattle, became essential for agriculture. Strong and durable, oxen could plow fields, transport goods, and even pull heavy building materials for construction projects. They were slower than horses, but far more powerful, making them invaluable for heavy agricultural work in ancient and medieval societies. Leather from cow hides became one of the earliest and most useful materials for clothing, shoes, belts, and armor. Bones and horns were used to make tools, instruments, and ornaments, ensuring that almost every part of the animal was put to use. Cows are also deeply social animals with complex behaviors. They live in herds with well-defined social hierarchies, forming bonds with other members of the group. Studies show that cows are capable of recognizing faces, remembering experiences, and even displaying emotions such as stress, joy, and affection. Mothers form especially close bonds with their calves, and cows often groom one another as a sign of friendship. Their communication includes vocalizations, body language, and even subtle ear and eye movements that allow them to interact with one another in sophisticated ways. This intelligence and emotional depth make cows far more complex than the simple farm animals they are often perceived to be. Over time, humans developed hundreds of different breeds of cattle to suit specific purposes. Some breeds, like the Holstein, are specialized for high milk production, while others, like the Angus or Hereford, are bred primarily for beef. Zebu cattle, with their characteristic hump, are adapted to hot climates and are common across South Asia and Africa. Each breed reflects centuries of selective breeding shaped by human needs, geography, and cultural practices. Today, there are more than 1,000 recognized breeds of cattle worldwide, highlighting the incredible diversity that has emerged from a single wild ancestor, the Aurochs.